Let's go through the door Yeta wanted us to go through. I don't know if she actually revealed her name or not. But this character, the sick wife, Yeta. Yeto and Yeta. Very creative names. Well, well, looks like we have another one of these things. And a big freezer. So, I get the feeling we're going to need to bring a cannonball up here, so I'm going to ignore you for the time being and get the cannonball from this room. Because now that we're on the other side, we can push this block down and gain access to the other room, which has cannonballs. Which we have to bring to the other side, and that is why they are marked as red on the map. Because you need to know where these stupid things are, as annoying as they may be. And as not fond of this mechanic as I am, we have to use it. So we can bring the cannonball down here, but I want to clear the way before we actually use it. And they stop in a cutscene to show you that there is a freezer here. And because they stopped you in the cutscene, you can't get past it until it starts turning around. So look for your window to attack, and it'll break. You don't have to worry about those guys either. They're stuck in a cage. They won't attack you. So this guy starts attacking. I don't think we have nearly as much room to move here. He's from the other side. I think we have enough room on this side, though. So he's all broken up. And we can head up here. And in here should be more ice keys. Now before you move on, I don't know if you can break this with the ball and chain. I guess you can. That's really helpful. Because down here, if you walked into the room, this room, from the main room, from the other side, you wouldn't have been able to get here, except you might have been able to Gale Boomerang jump. But in here is a piece of heart. I'll explain that boomerang jump if I can ever actually pull one of those off. It's a nice shortcut for a lot of open gaps, but I've never even tried it, let alone think I'm good enough at it to actually warrant showing it off. There are two ways we can go. One way is locked, the other way is open. I suggest we take it. But don't forget we have the cannonball downstairs. And now we're exploring the second floor, and the Chillfos stand no chance against the ball and chain. Lovely. This thing can destroy all pieces of furniture, too. It can destroy chairs and tables. And before you cross over, make sure break this ice. Makes it easier for you to come back. Now you notice you can lock onto these chandelier things, and when you hit them with the ball and chain, they start moving. The idea with these is they're swings. Pretty straightforward stuff. Although once you get on them and start swinging the ball and chain, the physics doesn't make any sense anymore, but I'm not going to bother anybody about physics not working. And down there is the room where I fell off a bunch of times. So let's see if we can claw shot from over here, or is it too far away? Oh, we could have. I was about to move. Fair enough. Come on, GameCube control stick. I've been doing nothing but praising you since I started using you again. Well, now that we have this small key, we can go into this door and head to the second floor of the main room. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get here, break the ice... I keep thinking the ball and chain is on the left. You know what? There. Break that open so you can get up here whenever you want. That is a claw shot target. And chances are you'll be falling over here a few times. Now, before we cross this gap, you'll notice that there is another chandelier to the left, to the right. I'm looking in a mirror. Jump to this one from that one if you don't get hit by the Chillfos, but that is, again, why I opened up the claw shot target, because I'm very prone to failure in this room. And I heard the purple tube behind me. At least I think it's purple. I assume it's purple. Let's get this thing over here again. I guess I'll take care of the Chillfos first. Come on, Chillfos. I know you want to attack me. There you go. It's too bad you couldn't knock me off the ledge. You might have stood a chance. But now you're dead. Let's get that chandelier moving again. After a couple of swings, it'll lose its momentum due to friction and slow to a stop. So if it's only one of them in line, it's not that noticeable, but if it's one like this, where you have to jump from one to the other and high ice keys, you completely screwed up my momentum. if you're jumping from one to the other like this, unless you line them up, it's fairly difficult to make the jump. Please don't come down to hit me. Okay. I'll take care of you after I get the thing above the altar in the entrance, which is another piece of art. Now we have those both taken care of. And the keys can... Where's the keys? Keys. You die. Now let's see if we can get back. I don't know if it's easier to take this way or just to jump off and take the claw shot target. I'd like to see if I can get this on the backswing so they swing towards each other and I can make the jump easily. Nope. Okay, it is easier. Sometimes it's difficult to... is that a yellow chew? I want to see, but I think it's stuck in the boards. Yeah, it's a yellow chew. Why would you need that here? That's kind of weird. I don't think you need the lantern for anything in here. Oh, well. If you need it, it's there. You never know when there will be a lantern you need to light. Or a torch. Do I really need to lock onto that for it to activate? I thought as long as I smacked it with the ball and chain, it would start swinging. And if there are a couple of times in the last video or two that I've randomly muted the commentary, it's because I've been coughing. Like I said, I'm kind of getting over a cold. Had a bad one for the last couple of weeks. But I'm pretty much over it now. It's just that the coughing is still with me. I don't like colds. It feels like the older you get, the more annoying they are. I don't know if that's because you're more... maybe your symptoms are worse as an adult than they are as a kid, or maybe your immune system is better when you're a kid, or... maybe it's just the fact that when you're a kid, if you have a bad cold, you can stay home from school, but if you're an adult, you still have to go about your business, so it's just annoying to deal with. And I tell you, it is a pain in the ass to drive when you have a stuffy nose. Because you can't stop to blow it, and unless you're carpooling with somebody, nobody's going to hold your nose for you. I swear, I can't be the only person in the world with these stupid little problems. Well, there's the block that we came across in the room with the first block puzzle, which means, guess what? More block puzzle. Because now that we have the ball and chain, we can break these. See, there's another instance of me having to cough. Now, this puzzle's a little bit tricky. What I like to do here, you have to get the block in the very center square. So I take as many blocks as I can, go around... I just screwed my... yeah, I just screwed it up. What I like to do... will this work? This won't work. Is get one of them in the same position that I had the first one. Get it stuck over there. That will allow me to push blocks in that. I completely screwed it up again. See, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm moving things in places where they shouldn't be yet. So let's reset the puzzle. And start all over again. This is where we would have been in the very beginning. The first thing I want to do is recognize the switch is in the middle, so I need 2 blocks on either the north, south, east, or west ends in order to get it to stop there. So let's try by getting 1 there. And you see the one block that I'm not touching, the one that's in the corner. That's the one that we're using for leverage here, because every time we push a block into it, it's not going to move. So this will always be lined up in the center 3 of the 5 squares. And since this is still here, and we can move this block, as long as the one to our left is still there, the block that we're pushing around now will be stopped onto the switch. The block pushing puzzles on ice, the most notorious ones for being difficult to figure out, you just have to think a couple of steps ahead. Plan things out before you start moving the blocks around randomly. And if you want access to the courtyard on both levels, top and bottom, move this block around the same way you did the first time you were doing the puzzle. You don't have to do this. In fact, you can get through the courtyard from the opposite side now that we have the ball and chain. We can just break open the ice, separating the two, which I'll probably do when we get back outside, but I like having both doors open. Just makes things easier. So let's make our way back up to the second floor and see what we can do there. Yeah, lots of coughing going on. I was afraid of this. This is why I haven't recorded in 2 weeks. I just haven't been feeling well. Well, that and I haven't had much time. So we're on the second floor of the courtyard out here, and it doesn't look like we can cross over that way. So let's see what we can do over here. I'd really like to take out this guy if he's close enough to me. Walk over here, buddy. Buddy. Come here. There we go. He's really annoying to deal with because he is on a very thin platform and you don't have anywhere to move. These guys aren't nearly as bad. I just get impatient and try using the ball and chain. Really not the best strategy, even though they do take him out in one hit. I know you're there, claw shot target. But it's effective when they're in small groups. Doesn't look like we can get out of this either without going through the door. Hello, Ice Block. I'm going to immediately break with my ball and chain. So let's see. More of the chandelier jumping. Chandelier jumping. There we go. Now, I believe this room is the room where we picked up the pumpkin from. Which means if you fall down, you have to go through that room rather than die and respawn at the door. So, try not to fall down. And once again, you should be able to break these with your ball and chain. Even the table you can break, which is kind of funny. And another small key. I don't think we've run into a locked door to use it on yet. But I'm sure we will. Back here again. Oh, right, I remember what we're supposed to do. They want us to go back to the beginning, don't they? Well, I suppose now would be as good a time as any for me to explain. This dungeon, now that we're almost through it, it really does feel like a dungeon, because it is a dungeon, but it's their house, for goodness sake! I mean, granted, it's kind of stupid of them to live in a place that's inhabited by monsters and stuff, although I get the feeling that they were not here before until they picked up the mirror piece. I have no idea when that happened either. It couldn't have been too long ago. My throat is killing me. It's gotten to the point where whenever I talk at all, I feel the need to cough. And half the time I've had to cough. So again, if I'm stopping in the middle of sentences for seemingly no reason, be thankful that I cut out the cough, because it was quite loud. I don't know why we're even doing this. We haven't opened up the way yet. I hope that cannonball stays there. I don't know if it will. I don't even know if we're going the right way. I think we're going the wrong way. Where the hell are we going? Let's see. We need to get across into that room, which means we need to go around. I feel like I missed something. What in the world did I miss? My god. Terrible coughing spell. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this dungeon the way I'm feeling. I mean, I feel fine. I feel completely over my cold, just about. It's just talking for an hour straight doesn't exactly help.